Greetings. Hi, Frederick Riddle here with another. Becoming a published author is fun. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, check out episode 8. Today is our episode is 2546, and it's entitled Time to Rest. In fact, my theme for this whole week is about taking time to rest. I'm going to try to focus my tips, posts, whatever. I even have a blog that is, in fact, it's probably you might call it the hub of the whole thing. Uh, Take time to rest. I wrote the blog on it, and you can find that at my website. But the thing is this: it's a very important topic. Um, so we come to the why. Why do you need to take time to rest? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is writer's block. We've all experienced that to some extent. And the thing is that what we want to do is uh, keep our minds fresh. And there's a lot of different ways that you can get into doing. For instance, for me today, I'm working here at this. It's very quiet in here. I like to have some background music, which helps me stay awake. But even then, I need to take a break once in a while. And so what am I going to do when I'm all done with this? I have some laundry I have to fold and store away. That's a break, doing chores around the house. So there's different ways, and we'll get into some more of those in a minute. Another reason why is mistakes. When your mind is tired, you make mistakes, stupid mistakes, uh, mistakes you wouldn't normally have made. Um, a spelling mistake, uh, just any kind of error that you might normally not even can be a problem with you at all, but you might be more susceptible to it when you're tired. Your mind is tired. Think of your mind like a muscle, and it gets tired and needs to be rejuvenated. Now, there's some great ways we can take care of that. One is called a nap, and I do that once in a while. Take a few minutes a nap. It'll rest your mind. Get up and take a walk. I do that. I live alone, and so what I do is I just get up and take a walk, and trying to get into an exercise program uh, that involves walking. And so that's one of the things. And what I do, I found works for me, is to walk with a background of music, and I sort of time it to the music, whatever works for you. Another thing is to switch your tasks. Now, I mentioned laundry. Well, that's a task, but that's not what I mean here. What I'm talking about here is you're working your business. And so switch to some other aspect of your business. For instance, I'm a publisher, an author, a teacher, and a coach. So I have different tasks within each one of those. I can switch from one to the other. And what that does is that you're still using your mind. You're still, well, it tends to freshen it. Now, I'm not an expert on anatomy or anything like that, but if your mind, you switch to another object and you're using your mind, may even be similar work. The thing is, it still is restful for it, and it works. I've done it many a time. The switching tasks will work. I mentioned laundry. That's a physical task that goes with living here. Maybe doing some chore filing stuff. That's actually related to the business, but it's also part of living. Um, go get the mail. Maybe you have to go walk to go get the mail. You can read a book, watch a TV show. There's different ways in which you can. Another way that I've gone is I've gone on Facebook and watched some of their videos, the clean ones, mind you. But anyhow, that there's just a large variety that you can use to accomplish this task. It's not hard to figure out what you need to do. The hard part is getting around to doing it. I have sat here and made mistake after mistake after mistake, and I knew what it was. I knew it in the back of my mind, but I just kept pushing at it and pushing at it. Finally, okay, I gotta take a break. You don't want to do it, right? It's your modus operandi. Think of it that way. You you want to get this thing done. The truth of the matter is, if you take a break and then come back to it, you'll get it done and probably better and faster than you would have if you had just continued to fight it. So take time to rest. If you're writing a book, publishing a book, doing whatever you are doing in your business, take time to rest. And I'm not talking about an hour or even a half an hour. That's okay if you do that up to a half hour. I wouldn't do any more than that. Usually, most people suggest no more than 15 minutes. So if I use my exercise, I want more than 15 minutes. But so try to keep it limited as to the amount of time. And then you go back and you'll be amazed at how much more you accomplish. And so the why is writer's block and mistakes. There's other reasons you might come up with. Rest is nap, take a walk, switch tasks, do other things that are really important to do. And so when you accomplish them, that's something you can check off on your list of things to do for the day. And so you can still be productive, but you're doing something different. Well, that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful to you. I always try to inform you, encourage you, and inspire you. Now, whether I succeed or not, that's up to you. Feel free to comment. I keep these things, I'm trying to keep these things short now because of, I like to post them on LinkedIn and that's, they have restrictions there. So if you like this, what I put out here and you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. You encourage me. And then those three things that I promise you, I'm always trying to do every episode I do. So you have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode.